Whew, my God. All right, guys. All right, guys. I have something special for you today. This is not a match that's about the mobile suit I am playing. Can I turn my fucking camera over here so I'm not looking like a dipshit? There we go. There we go. Give me a second to get this boy started up real quick. Yes, of course, as always, we're recording on YouTube with OBS because I am cheap and that's how we do things around here. But this isn't a match. This happened earlier today,
Mobile
and I
suit
just
team,
had to get it out.
begin
My
sorting.
God, that's fucking loud. This isn't a match about the Gym Knight Seeker Basket. Basket? Yes, which is actually a really, really good mobile suit. I'll talk about that when I have another good game for, which I think I do, running around somewhere. This is a match about. I'm going to be pausing a lot here because there's a lot to talk about. But this is a match about the team.
Begin the mission.
As I do, he's talking about dipshit teammates again. Well, no, hold on a second. I'll pause here because this is important. I mean, matter of fact, let me make myself a little bigger here so it's a little bit more interesting. There we are. Burp. There we go. All right. While I was off at annual training, okay, now he's getting into annual training. But while I was off at annual training, I learned a few things. I picked up a few things and kind of solidified my personal philosophy on a couple of things, right? One of the things I learned there is, well, not so much learn, but solidified that I'm not a people person at all. I'm not a people person. Just doing these videos wear the fuck out of my voice. I'm allowed like 5 paragraphs a day, and I use them all in here. Goddamn, doing this YouTube and streaming shit hurts my voice. I am not a very social person. Don't like people very much at all. Matter of fact, you might even call me a misanthrope. Misanthrope. Yes, that's the word. That's the word. Like a misogynist, like a misandrist, don't instead of hating men or women, you just hate everybody equally. We're equal opportunity haters. But point is, something I learned there is how inconvenient people can be, and how they can make things just a little bit worse. How either they're getting on your case, they're bothering you, they're not shutting the fuck up when you're trying to sleep, they snore like a fucking chainsaw, bullshit like that, right? And what I came up with was this. People are the worst part of any experience. And I think this match proves it. I think this match proves it. Now, I should say, everybody on my team fucked. Everybody, myself included, and a matter of fact, it can be argued, especially we'll get onto it. We'll get onto it. Matter of fact, let's minimize myself down. Let's get this some bitch started. Yes, there we are. There we are. There we are. I don't really like using stealth suits on this map because it's big and open. You can basically see from one side of the map to another, but you do have this bottom portion here you can use to sneak around. This is where we have our first issues. Instead of going with the rest of the team to go ahead and do the usual bring around the rosy team fight, I decide to sneak down low. My plan, sorry I was burping here, just had McDonald's. My plan is to sneak all the way around, find their enemy support, and kill him, as the Vosky is a stealth raid. God damn, I am guessing. It is a stealth raid, so, it has the power to do that. Thing is, the enemy team actually has a Zissa. Zissa cannot do jack shit at long range, so chances of me finding it all alone to kill it are 0. That and the enemy team does exactly what they're supposed to in this situation. Once again, I'll pause it. Let me back up here, because I like the way that looks. The enemy team does exactly the right thing. They push and they push hard. Now, usually what would happen is both teams would kind of just shoot each other from either side of the buildings. They'd be stuck there for about a minute and a half. I can get around, I can kill something. That's usually how it goes. But, the enemy team had numerical advantage. They were fighting 5 against 4. And matter of fact, they already killed one of the guys. They picked him off and killed him. They pushed hard. And I'm all the way over here trying to see if I can pick off a lone support, which they didn't have and I didn't know. It wouldn't be until near the end of the game that I would figure out they had a Zissa. So me, I see what's going on. We've barely done any damage to the enemy team whatsoever, and I am rushing trying to help. But then I figure out, because we're about to lose our support, they're all the way at our base.
Ally SOS signal detected.
They're about to kill our general. I figure out,
unit has been destroyed.
no, you're not gonna do it. Why do I turn around and decide to fuck off? Reason. GBO2 is a game of numerical advantage. If you have a numerical advantage, you are basically guaranteed to win whatever's going on. Even in Overwatch, in definitely professional Overwatch, not even professional Overwatch, but definitely when you're playing competitively, it's generally a thing of where if you're even one guy down in a team fight, you lose. So if you're just coming off spawn, no one's really back yet, you're not just going to jump into the enemy team, you're not going to get anything accomplished, you're just going to charge everyone's ultimates, and whoever has the most ultimates wins. GBO2 isn't quite like that, but it's also a lot worse in some respects. In Overwatch, you don't get points for killing a guy. Well, points that account towards, winning the game. GBO2 there is, so me, I don't want to feed. We've lost this team fight. There's nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. We've lost the team fight. Everyone's going to die. It is what it is. There's no point in me jumping in there. So instead, to make myself useful, I decided to start capturing points. The enemy team neglected to catch any. This one, the center, is the most important point in the map, and it's on their side of the map, which makes it doubly important. The idea being that, okay, we lost this team fight, fine, we lost the first team fight, but if we can capture enough points, or even all the points, we can lock them down at their base and kill them as they spawn in. I go back down here to use the overhead cover, so they, can't shoot me.
The enemy has secured a beacon. Our base is under attack.
And I'm liking this plan so far, except now they're shooting at our base. It's like, well, shit, can't do much about that. Now I'm kind of thinking they should have spawned on base to do it, and then you look at the minimap. One guy's down below and another guy's behind me, and I'm thinking, what the fuck are they doing here? Oh, it doesn't take a dipshit to figure out exactly what the hell's going on. They took exception to my, well, they didn't know what I was doing, right? They just saw a guy who decided not to participate. That's all they saw. So they're reacting to that as well they should. Now, there are reasons for what I did, but it's not like I can communicate that because GBO2 doesn't have voice chat. And one of these guys, this Bavanti guy or whatever the fuck's name is, he's Japanese. I figured that out when he was very angry and decided to give me a very long, well, not really long, but a very angry message after this match. He actually speaks pretty good English, but he is a Japanese player.
Our base is sustaining heavy damage.
So I figured out, yeah, okay. So then I see his beam saber out. And I know what the fuck the game is. Y'all been in this situation, right? I already know what the game is now. And believe me, when it comes to a game of pettiness and spitefulness, very few people are better at it than I. Very few people. It's not a game I enjoy playing, but it's a game I know how to do. So we have two of them. Oh, it's the Rigsy. I thought it was two of the Rizov. So it is... I can't tell if that's the Rigsy custom or the new one. The Rigsy ID. I think it's the Rigsy ID. I can't tell. So me, see, as soon as I get in the mobile suit, they're just going to knock me down. So I'm like, okay, fuck that. So the idea is I'm going to go to E. I'm just going to capture that point. This is kind of an interesting point in the... Well, not so much interesting. It's a very boring point in the game because I'm trying to figure out exactly what good... Well, not really good. At the point I saw him pull his beam saber out, I knew that there was a guaranteed 100% loss. We lost. That's it. One, because I'm gonna make sure the team doesn't win. Because I'm petty and spiteful. Go fuck yourselves, team. But two, because as you figure out later in the game, there comes a very certain point. Okay, at this point, I decide, okay, let me just bomb the enemy base instead. That's not gonna do a whole lot, because they're winning 6,000 to basically 0, and it's gonna get us 3,000. And then they start to... So I'm like... So I try to get to my missile suit, but it's like, okay, now surrounded by 3 enemies. That's where I see the Zissa. I don't think I noticed him in the game. Yeah, there's Zissa. They don't see me, but if I get in the mobile suit now, it's 3 against 1. So that me trying to desperately figure out what to do that's useful. If I really wanted to be petty, I would just go into my base and just sit there for the rest of the game. I've done that before.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
So we try to make it to the enemy base.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
But there comes a certain point, right? Yes, GBO2's game a numerical advantage, but when your team's losing this bad, it's at this point I'm getting my head, okay, even with my contribution, There's no way we could have won this, I'm afraid. Under no circumstances, in no universe, would we have won this match. It has nothing to do with like our team comp's actually fun. But we just don't have this we can't beat them. We don't have the skill for it. Not necessarily a criticism against the team, because I haven't seen them play all fucking game. I've been over the fucking hill. I've not been in line of sight of the team since they started chasing me around with beam sabers. So obviously I don't know how these guys play. I can't attest to their skill. But whatever their skill is, the enemy team is significantly better. Even with my contribution, we're losing 700 to 9,000. One more person is not enough to make the difference. Much less me. I'm good at the game. I am not that good. I'm not that good. I cannot save this. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, I don't want to bomb the base because there's no point. Can I get to C? I figure out, no. Okay, let me go ahead and grab D. I'm being very, very indecisive here. I'm not doing this to be a dick. If I really wanted to be a dick, I would just sit in my base all fucking game. I've done that before. Do I have a video on that on my old channel? I might not. I might have to find that.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
But from the moment that they decided to chase me with beam sabers, I'm like, okay, this is petty and spiteful. Got it. Roger that. You want to play that game? I can play. And like I said, everybody fucked up here. Me, I didn't know what their team comp was, so I played assuming they were playing one comp when they were playing another. And then this is also a mistake where I decided to say fuck the entire friendly team. I'm not sorry about it, not in the slightest. Is it still a mistake even technically? Yes. Because the objective of the game is to win, and this is not winning the game. Could we have won the game? I highly, highly, highly doubt it. I bet my whole fucking paycheck on that shit. But it was still probably, even on a technical level, the wrong thing to do. So okay, mistake on my part. Fine, own it, whatever. Matter of fact, I think the Japanese player called me, in his words, a coward. Fair enough, I never claimed to be a brave person. But, you know, that's fair criticism. I never claimed to be brave. I'm 115 pounds. I do not have the weight to be brave. Fair enough. So now I see the enemy team, or at least one guy, going back towards their base. Because I was actually going to bomb it. If only because fuck it. If only because fuck it, but then... Oh, this is actually a teachable moment right here, because I'm about to teach you guys how the human eye works.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
So I'm trying to get a clear path either to A or to the enemy base to either bomb it or call a mobile suit back. So we have fucking Rig ZID shooting me, but the enemy team doesn't seem to notice. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm wearing bright fucking pink.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
So here I am. As you notice, I am not really moving. There's a very specific reason for this. The human eye is drawn to movement, if nothing else. I'm in the shadows, so it's extremely hard to see me, even with my pink fucking colors. And I'm staying immobile. When I'm out of line of sight, or when people aren't looking at me, then I'll make a fucking break for it. But top tip, if you want to stay, the human eye is drawn to movement, so if you want to not draw movement, you either move extremely slowly, or you stand still. See, this guy's looking straight the fuck at me. I thought the game was up at that point. I thought he saw me twitch there. He did not. No one's looking at me now. Except for that one guy in the corner. He doesn't seem interested in moving. He seems to be focused on something else.
1 minute left in the mission. Don't give up.
Get the fuck out of me.
An allied unit has been destroyed.
Make a break for it. Like I said, I don't claim to be a brave person. I just get the fuck up out of there. As soon as they started fucking walking at me menacingly and chasing me with beam sabers, I knew, okay, that's it. This is how it's gonna go. So we all slowly all fucked up here. Maybe for being spiteful. Honestly, not really sorry about it. Don't really give a fuck. But even on a technical level, it has to be a mistake. So fair enough. Enemy team for immediately deciding this guy's full of shit. Let's go chase him with our beam sabers and thus make sure for certain he's not going to help us anymore. Nice work, team. And well, honestly, I think number one is the only person who didn't actually make a mistake
Ally
here.
has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
It's SG. I think I got very angry text messages
An
from
allied unit has been
Spavanti definitely
destroyed.
because I responded to him, and I think that's it. Yes, I have to check. Yeah. When you're losing 3,000 to nearly 20, there's not a whole lot you can do
Time
about
has run
that.
out.
Even a single person's contribution would not be enough to save that fucking match. Period. That was the matchmaker handed us a loss. I figured that out before everyone else did. I sure shit didn't help the situation. I don't claim to. It's not a defense. It's not a defense yet. Like, Sonic, you were kind of acting like a piece of shit. Yeah, yes, I was. Yes, I absolutely
We were
fucking was.
crushed. I'll start running the numbers to see what went wrong.
Absolutely fuck those guys. But Sonic, aren't you proving the fact that if other people are the worst part of any experience, aren't you proving that right by being a piece of shit? Absolutely. That's fucking absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think I'm the reason that like I said, I think it was a wash. My contribution would not have saved the match. I'm good. I'm not that good. We would have gotten bodied. We would have gotten bodied regardless of what the fuck I did. But there you go. But I act like a piece of shit. Absolutely. Am I sorry about it? No, the fuck I am not. Fuck these guys. Except for maybe number one. He seemed like a cool guy.
Here.
I wanted to do this because A, it was funny. B, it was teachable, and I'm interested to see what people think. You know, I don't claim to be a good person, people. I just claim to be me. But hope you enjoyed or laughed or I hope this was at least entertaining. And with that, remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you later.